I was going to ask you if you have, because basically you created it and you leave it. I wouldn't say that you leave the project there and then 9 months later you check it out. But did you notice at any point any spike on visits? Did you do something different, like you posted on specific subreddit or something like that?
Yeah, so early on, especially, I posted on Reddit a lot, and that's how I got some early feedback. So it's really interesting to see how different subreddits respond. So basically, I try to be super upfront about it on Reddit and not be spammy.
Yeah.
So I'll post on a specific TV show subreddit and say, hey, I built this website, like this is mine. I'm acknowledging that. Like I'm not trying to hide that. It's like, hey, I found this cool website that, so right off the bat, I say, I built this website, it ranks episodes. Here's the top episodes of this show for this subreddit. And some subreddits like absolutely love it. So I think one of the biggest responses I ever got was from like the Top Gear subreddit. So that's like a UK car show, and they loved it. Like it was huge. Like I, got thousands of visitors on that page from that link on that subreddit, and other subreddits do not like it. So like Rick and Morty, another really popular show, kind of known to have I don't want to say toxic fan base, but something along those lines, did not like it. And what's also really interesting is that when people disagree with the rankings, it almost gets more attention. So I'm kind of incentivized to, like, I've thought about like, how do I do fancy like AI ranking, that type of thing. But at the same time, I kind of like the rankings to not be perfect because it makes people talk about it, right? So it's, my favorite episode is ranked low. So I'm going to share this page because I think this list is dumb, and that actually happens a fair amount. So it's really interesting to see how people respond to the different lists.
Yeah, I was checking Game of Thrones, and my favorite episode is the one. It's called the Red Wedding.
Okay. Yep.
That's not in the top 10 even. For some reason, I don't know why.
That's interesting because especially now, that's probably considered objectively one of the better episodes. So that's interesting. But again, that helps with engagement on the website too. So something I didn't mention yet is, so originally the rankings were based on these external data sources. So they would have their own user base and their own user ratings. And so that's how I built the list originally. I had no idea of voting on Episode Ninja. But eventually, that's great for some shows. Other shows don't have as many ratings or whatever. And I also wanted to become less dependent on those sources. So I added user registration probably, I don't know, maybe 3 years ago. So now on Episode Ninja, you can create an account. If you disagree with the rankings, you can vote for your favorite episodes, vote them up, vote them down, that type of thing. So that's gone pretty well. I think there's about 3,500 registered users right now, and they've cast something like 250,000 individual episode ratings. So it's like pretty good engagement per user. It's like, 75 to 100 votes per user. And I'm sure there's like some super users in there that have, cast 1,000 votes and some that did their one favorite episode and that's it. But that's been a nice way to build an email list, which I'm not really doing much with yet, but just to get more loyalty and repeat visitors and engagement.